Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IS. Status of Indian education, very important data, fact. Recently there was an article in PIB and we are covering this article here so that you can take certain inputs for prelims as well as mains examination. It is important part of your polity governance GS2 paper and you can use that data in your essay paper also on Indian education system. A very good statement by Prime Minister of India himself at the start of this article, saying that education is not only the foundation upon which our civilization has been built, but it is also the architect of humanity's future. Such kind of topic can be asked in your essay paper directly, and yes, of course, you can use that even while writing the essay. ठीक है, आप directly quote use करिए अगर essay education के ऊपर है, right? And the article in general talks about the initiatives that has been announced in this year's union budget initially. So, Bharatiya Bhasha Pushtak Scheme has been launched to provide digital form Indian language books for school and higher education. It aims to help students understand their subjects better. Okay, so in Indian languages, digital form books will be provided, Bharatiya Bhasha Pushtak Scheme. Second scheme that has been announced, National Centers of Excellence for Skilling. So, 5 such national centers of excellence for skilling will be established in this year as a part of skill development in India. These centers will focus on curriculum design, trainer training and skill certification. Next announcement was expansion of capacity in IITs. So, new IITs will be further established. At present, we can say additional infrastructure will be created in 5 IITs started after 2014 to facilitate education of 6,500 more students. Now, Center of Excellence in AI for Education will be set up with the total outlay of 500 crore. Expansion of medical education, all these facts are also covered in the further part of this article. Now, overall some important data and facts about India's education system. You need to note down this data and it is very important for your mains examination, GS2 paper as well as essay. Now look at this. At present, Indian education system supports 24.8 crore students across 14.72 lakh schools, wherein 98 lakh teachers are teaching these students as reported by this report of the government itself, Unified District Information System for Education Plus. UDISE. This is very important government report which provides the data regarding education system in India, especially school education. Now, some data related to the number of schools. The government schools are, we can say, largely forming the backbone of India's education system. 69% of total schools, employing 51% of the teachers, and private schools, we can say, institutions make up 22.5 institutions. Now, regarding the enrollment trends, you can see in the enrollment trends, the NEP 2020, National Education Policy, aims for 100% gross enrollment ratio by 2030 at primary, secondary and tertiary level. Now, if we talk about the primary level, near universal, let's say, gross enrollment ratio has been achieved 93% and the efforts are underway to bridge the gaps at secondary. At present 77.4% and at higher secondary a little bit lesser 56.2%. Now, if we talk within that, the women's or gender gap, okay, gross enrollment and the age of 18 to 23 has also rose from 23.7% to 28.4%. Now, if we talk about women's participation in higher education, it has witnessed significant growth. And if you talk about the absolute numbers, 1.57 crore in 2014 to 2.07 crore in 2021-2022, it is a 32% increase, overall increase, which shows that women are taking more and more higher education. Now, there is overall also decline in dropout rate in the country. At present, such dropout rate at primary level, if you see, 1.9% it is, then 5.2% at upper primary and 14.1% at secondary levels. And it has been significantly reduced at secondary level from 21% in 2013-14 to 13% in 2021. You can use that data also. Now, if we talk about transforming India's educational landscape, there has been several measures taken by the government, especially in terms of higher education institutions. Look at this. Growth in medical education workforce. Medical colleges grew from 499 in 2019 to 780. The number of candidates aspiring to study MBBS has also increased. MBBS seats increased from 70,000 to 1,18,000. This should be, we can say that, sufficient in support. Now, this is very trivial data you can talk about for health sector. You should use that in essay and GS2 paper answers. At present, we have 13.86 lakh registered practitioners with the current ratio of 1:1263 per person. Use this in your answer, the recent data. While the WHO norm says that 1 doctor per 1,000 population, and it can be met by 2030 in the country with an annual increase of 50,000 doctors in the country. So, this should be, we can say that, important fact used in your answers. Along with that, there is growing number of IITs. Number of IITs increased from 16 in 2014 to 23. Number of IIMs have increased from 13 to 20, and expansion of universities. The number of universities has also significantly increased. Now, the progress in basic facilities. Basic facility talks about the available infrastructure at school level and college level. So, major part of, we can say, infrastructure, you can see from 2019-20 to 2023, percentage of schools with girls toilets increased slightly from 96.39 to, we can say that, 97. So, 97.2% schools have a separate girls toilet, while access to libraries and reading rooms rose from 84.1% to 89. Availability of electricity improved to 91.8%, and computers in the schools increased to 57.2 and internet to 53.9%. So, there is increasing access to the digital equipments and internet in the schools, even in the rural areas. So, this is also a good development in terms of some important government schemes in this direction, which is helping in development of such infrastructure and learning outcomes. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, which is a holistic government scheme which covers from 1st standard to 12th standard. It includes primary education or overall elementary education, secondary education, and we can say higher secondary, okay, up to 12th standard. Then in terms of, we can say, the nutritional aspect, PM Poshan scheme is very important. Poshan Shakti Nirman, they are driving the we can say learning outcomes, along with, we can say, nutritional security at primary school level. Alright, so try to utilize this data for your prelims as well as mains examination. Thank you.